Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Colleen Klimczak. I'm an organizational and productivity coach and a certified professional organizer. I own Peace of Mind Professional Organizing, LLC. Since 2003, I've been helping my clients live better lives through organizing and organizational and productivity coaching. I support my clients and my community with coaching, in-person and virtual organizing, my weekly podcast called Your Organized Life with Colleen Klimczak, a free weekly virtual productivity session called Finish Line Friday, a free weekly email newsletter, and regular content on Facebook and Instagram. I also offer presentations and professional development to groups and companies. And coming soon, I will be launching a membership circle to support my community with even more coaching and productivity content. Want to finish strong this week? Join me for Finish Line Friday every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central for a 2-hour productivity session. Drop me an email at colleen@peaceofmindpo.com to request my Zoom room link, or follow the Zoom room link on my Instagram or Facebook pages. Welcome to Your Organized Life, episode 108. I wrote a new article this week called Stress Management, 2 Tools and a Great Question. And that's where I want to go today. Recently, I was asked to create a professional development presentation to help people manage their stress and find work-life balance around the holidays. Because that is hard. I mean, let's face it, work-life balance is difficult to find every day. Yes, every day. And especially when the calendar is fuller and expectations are even higher, like around the holidays. Let's just call it what it is. We can work towards work-life balance any day. I'm talking about this in December, but I could probably start this with finding work-life balance in the new year. And while you could be busy in January then for different reasons, the strategies might still be the same. So let's get started. I want to talk about stress management today because, like and in conjunction with life balance, this time of year and every day of the year is a good time to talk about how we can better take care of ourselves. So first, I want to talk about a couple of tools you can use around the holidays and also every other day of the year, right? You can use them at work or home or on the train or in your car or as you fall asleep, or maybe at a holiday event while you try not to overreact to your obnoxious uncle, or standing in line at a retailer for that perfect gift, or maybe when you just really want to go home from your holiday event. So the 2 tools are square or box breathing and progressive muscle relaxation. I have talked about square or box breathing before. So if you want to know more about that, you can go to my website's blog page and search for breathe in the search box. And I do want to put that out there again today. So square breathing is when we breathe in for 4 counts, we hold that inhale for 4 counts, we exhale for 4 counts, and then we hold the exhale for 4 counts. That's it. We can count it in our heads, or perhaps we do it while we listen to a favorite song. I was rehearsing for a wedding that I'm playing this week, and I was playing Pachelbel's Canon on my flute. And that is a great example of a song that you can use to practice your square or box breathing. Like I said, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, and hold that for 4. And you can imagine the 4 sides of a square or a box as you breathe, hence the name. You can try this in sets for 30 seconds, and then 60 seconds, or maybe even up to 2 minutes. Honestly, you can try it however long you want. You will be fully oxygenated and you might actually feel a little lightheaded because this is not our typical deep breathing. And so I hope you feel the results as well. We can just do this for ourselves anytime we need a little break. I practice square breathing multiple times a day, and it makes a world of difference in how I feel and how I manage my stress. The second tool is progressive muscle relaxation. I know that's a lot of words. So this is from healthline.com. Progressive muscle relaxation, or PMR, is a form of therapy that involves tightening and relaxing your muscle groups one at a time in a specific pattern. The goal of PMR is to release tension from your muscles while helping you recognize what that tension feels like. And again, that was taken from healthline.com. This is a great technique to help us relax and relieve tension, but it's also really helpful for us to identify what stress feels like for us and where we personally hold stress in our body. There are many places that people commonly hold stress. Maybe it's in your head and forehead or your jaw. Maybe it's in your neck or your shoulders, your back, your arms, and sometimes it's in clenched fists and more, right? We can hold it anywhere in our body. And so having this technique, either one of them that you can do while nobody else needs to know about it, these are great tools to have. So how to, right? So starting at our feet and toes and then working up our body, we squeeze our muscle groups for a count of 5. And then we fully release the squeeze, all while breathing nice and deep and taking a few breaths between muscle groups. So as we slowly work up through our feet and then ankles and calves and knees and thighs and hips and on up our body, we may realize there's an area that's fully tensed all the time, like our shoulders or our fists or our jaw. And this awareness can help us to release that tension and also identify it quicker next time. You can do this anytime you're feeling stressed or anxious, and it's especially great to help you fall asleep. And my favorite part of both of these tools is that no one needs to know that you are employing square breathing or PMR. You can absolutely do it on your own terms just to help you manage your day better. Okay, and now for the great question that I mentioned in the title. A trusted counselor recently suggested a strategy to help with instances when my anxiety or my ADHD or both start to run the show. And it really resonated with me. It was so simple and so logical. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I mean, I guess I do think of it, but anyway. So when I'm feeling anxiety or stress, and when you're feeling anxiety or stress, we can't just eliminate those feelings, right? We can't just turn them on with a switch or off with a switch. We can use tools like square breathing and PMR to help us cope. And this trusted counselor suggested to help me manage anxiety and stress, to figure out what I like to do and do more of it. That's it, right? Of course, I mean, we know that, right? But I needed to hear it. And perhaps you need to hear it too. Find out what you like to do and do more of it every day, and especially when you're stressed. So yeah, I love that. This is next level stress management, time management, productivity strategy. I mean, come on. One example, family members of mine decided for themselves that they wanted to do more of the things that bring them joy. I love that, right? And they realized that their pets bring them joy, so they adopted another dog. And I look forward to meeting her. But they said, let's do more things that bring us joy. And dogs bring us joy, so let's get a dog. Again, this seems incredibly simple and also profound, and I needed to hear it. And perhaps you do too. Figure out what we like to do and do more of it. This isn't even stress management advice. This is just advice for life. We can start with the easy things that the world tells us to try, like a hot bath or a glass of wine, a facial or a massage, a workout, whatever that looks like for you. But most of those don't really resonate with me. So what I like about this question is that the possibilities for the answer are truly endless. When this counselor asked me the question, what do you like to do? My first answer was music. In addition to being a certified professional organizer and organizational coach, I am a professional and liturgical musician. So I consider how to do that more on my own or with my choir. This time of year, I can sign up for more masses at church for Advent. I can set up my music stand in my office and practice vocally or playing my flute or ukulele more often. We also follow and support a number of independent musicians, and I'd love to do more of that. I can listen to more music. I can set myself up to succeed by creating more Spotify playlists that capitalize on the musicians I want to hear more of, or make lists of songs that will calm me down or energize me. And while I love Christmas music, and I do, I also keep listening to the bands I love even this time of year because that makes me happy too. And they don't have Christmas music. And I can look ahead to the tour schedules for our favorite bands and put upcoming shows on my calendar to continue to do more of what we like to do. To manage stress, yes, and also just to live better. We need to find out what we like to do and do more of it. Other things on my list were being with family and reading, watching movies, either in the theater or streaming, hiking and being outside, cooking and baking, and travel. My challenge for now and for 2025 is to do more of those things. On the other hand of that, we also need to identify what we don't want to do and do less of it, right? So my example for this is meal planning. I don't want to do less meal planning. That's not the point. But a year ago, I identified that I wanted to eat well and cook my own food for health and budgeting reasons and because I really like to cook. But I didn't want to cook as much, especially during the week. So cooking on weekdays was something I wanted to do less of. Cooking brings me joy, and so do calmer weeknights. So I make a point to batch cook on the weekends, but not weeknights. What do you like to do? Find what you like and do more of it. And find what you don't like and do less of it. There is beauty in such simplicity. So use these stress management tools this week and every week if you need them. And ask yourself that great question, what do I like to do? And do more of it. Support around getting things done with tools and powerful questions like these is what productivity coaching is all about. If it's time to invest in yourself and explore coaching for organizing and productivity, I would love to hear from you. Drop me a line via email at colleen@peaceofmindpo.com or message me through my social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Thanks so much and talk to you next week.